You're listening to the No Limits Radio Show on the Vets on Media Network.
Good morning, lovelies. Can you tell I have love on the brain today?
Yes, you do.
This is our love show. It's all about Valentine's Day, and we have some guests that are going to be in studio and some that are going to be joining us on the phone, some that we actually will be highlighting and just sharing with you. We've got your Valentine's Day hookup right here on No Limits on Vets on Media. We've got it all taken care of. So guys, if you're racking your brain feeling like, I don't know what to get for that special someone, you want to stay tuned for the 10 o'clock hour because we've got so much good stuff. Actually, we have a teaser before we even get to the 10 o'clock hour.
We do.
So you want to stay listening. And Valentine's Day isn't just about the guys. It's also about the girls. You know, it's not just sitting back and waiting for what he's going to do or get or plan for you. Ladies can do that also. And if you're single, what a great time to show some love for yourself. And we have a great gift idea for you to give yourself in the 10 o'clock hour also. But first, how was your week?
My week has been really good.
Good.
Yeah, I've had a busy week, had a family member finally get home from the hospital. So that's always wonderful. New job is phenomenal. Absolutely love it. So that's great. Parents are in. So yeah, it's been a busy, fun week, but it's been a great week.
That's awesome.
And yours?
Amazing. I went and so I've been losing weight, and as my body is getting lighter, I've decided that it's time for my hair to get lighter too.
Yeah.
So I went and saw Sarah Stein, which is the woman that thankfully you shared her with me. I then shared her with Sky and Rob. So everybody's going to Sarah. She's amazing.
Yeah, Sarah's wonderful. We love her.
Just love her. Love her, love her.
Yes, we do.
So my big exciting thing was getting my going blonde. That was fun.
Going blonde.
Going blonde. Well, I'm actually naturally blonde. I just constantly went darker.
And if any of you have never listened to this show, she is blonde.
Why do you say that?
Well, just sometimes you say things that just, it reminds me of a blonde joke.
But don't we all have those ditzy moments?
We do. I
Yes.
just feel like you have them more often.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
All right. Well, if you want me to start writing down all those ditzy moments, so when you say you don't know about that, I can write them down for you and recite them. I will.
Okay, Red. Then it's going to be tit for tat, and I'm going to start tracking your ditzy moments too.
I had one the other day, and I don't even remember what it was.
I
But
know.
You were so happy. You were like, I got you. Like, you just had a blonde moment. So, yes, I know. Every once in a while, I can have one. But yeah, you want to start with the WWW?
Let's do it. We got a lot of great stuff to talk about. So for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Michelle, if you're watching us on the feed, you actually can't see her because she's playing two roles. She is running the board and she's the co-host for the show. She finds these stories that are wild, wacky, and wonderful. Hence the WWW.
Yes.
And we dish on them. So let's get to it.
Yes. And so to start it, let's just say that I feel the Huffington Post is the most wonderful place to get my news. So that's where I get the news. If any of you are wondering, Huffington Post. So this is an update. Do you remember, let me ask you this, does the name Jeremy Meeks ring a bell to you at all?
I don't remember him.
He was dubbed the hot convict.
Oh, I remember him now.
You remember him now?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, there is an update that he was actually sentenced to 2 years in prison.
In prison. Oh, he's going to be popular.
In prison. He is going to be popular. So any future inmates, listen to our show for some Valentine's ideas for Jeremy Meeks. But anyway, what I loved about this is, his charges were, gosh, what were they? They were for one, he had a gun, and he is a convicted felon. And he was also, I think, accused of some type of drug smuggling and having a gun and whatever. But anyway, I loved the end of the article where he says, he appreciates all the attention, but what he really wants is for people to realize that the accusations against him don't reflect who he really is. I want them to know that this is really not me. I'm not some kingpin. but he is in jail.
Yeah,
for
he is.
So I kind of thought it was interesting. He should have just not tried to make a point. He probably should have just said thanks for the attention.
Sure.
So I don't know.
Well, and you know the thing, I think that I'm not saying that because someone does something that is illegal or bad that defines them, but at some point you have to realize that your actions kind of do define you. I mean,
Yeah.
it tells people who you are.
Right.
Now, maybe after this experience, that's not who he wants to be anymore, and maybe he's already getting to a place of change, and maybe this will. Wait, no, he's a felon, so this is his second time.
Yes. He was already a felon, which is why he got the 2 years, because he had a gun, and he's a felon. He can't have a gun. So it was a probation violation and all that good stuff. So it's not like it was some hot guy who had a little bit of weed and a gun and he's now getting 2 years. He has a past, and it apparently is pretty present.
So do you think if he didn't have the gun, no, because the weed would still be a probation violation.
I don't know that it was weed. I was just making a.
Oh, okay,
impression.
got it.
I know it was some type of drug. I don't know
Okay.
what type
Okay.
of gun.
Well, I'm sure the inmates will just love him.
Yes, they will. So anyway, everyone knows the big controversy and outcries with the big game that was this last week with the Seahawks and the
Yes.
Patriots.
Yes.
So Seahawks fans, or a Seahawks fan obit blames lousy play call for the death of Michael Vedvik is his name. So what happened was this man died at 4 a.m. the night, I guess Monday. It would be Monday morning after the Super Bowl. Okay.
Okay.
He didn't even watch the game because he started having, pains and indigestion and all this good stuff. So he had gone to the hospital. So he hadn't even watched the game. But the final line in the obituary for him said, "We blame the Seahawks' lousy play call for Mike's untimely demise." Now, this gentleman was 53, and this is the obit that his wife submitted. And she said, "My husband would have thought it was hysterical. If I had read this obituary to my husband about somebody else, he would have laughed. It was just so true because my husband would have said, what a dumbass." But I kind of think it's the wrong place to make that joke.
I have to say, I understand what you're saying, and I hear you. And maybe it is the wrong place. And maybe to some people, it's the wrong place. However, who better to know than his wife? I mean, if his wife felt that it would be something that he would find amusing, like, for example, I've told you before on the show, I think it would be absolutely hysterical at my funeral to have someone dressed up as the Grim Reaper.
Yes.
I think hysterical.
However,
Other people might not.
right, but that's the funeral. This is written in the obituary. So that's why I feel like it's the wrong place. Like, I feel like if she was going to talk at his funeral or whatever and made a joke about it and made it light,
Mhm.
that it would be humorous. But I feel like the obituary is like what is in your paper, and it's what someone's reading. So, and
So are you
how
concerned about
you read something can be misconstrued depending
Sure.
on how you read it. Like the
Sure.
word "sure" that you're saying right now. So anyway, that is a word you should never text. So I feel like this in
Okay.
no, okay is fine. K is not
K.
fine. K and yep and sure should never be text ever. I'm just saying it's bad. But anyway, this is like something that's written that like history. I don't know. I just feel like this wasn't the place for it. And you didn't have your voice and your emotions and whatever to know that this was a joke. It's written in the obituary.
So if she had put smiley face, LOL after it, then it would be okay?
I just don't think in the obituary is where you make that joke. That's all I'm saying.
Make it on Facebook. Just don't
Right?
put it on the obituary, all right?
Exactly. I'm fine with it
Okay.
on Facebook. I'm not okay with it in the obituary.
Okay.
All right.
Whew, that one got heated. That elevated real quick.
I know. Speaking of heated, there's some women that should just be put in jail with like a
Okay.
cash bond of $250,000 each. Did you hear this story? 3 Missouri women were arrested on Thursday after they were charged with kidnapping their 6-year-old relative because he was too nice and he needed shocked.
Yep. That child's going to be traumatized for life.
Yeah. So this was the boy's aunt a 38-year-old aunt, his mother, 25, and his grandmother, 58, wanted to teach the boy a lesson. So they hired this 23-year-old man, Nathan Ferroyd of Troy, outside of St. Louis, to kidnap him. So when the boy got off the bus, he lured him into the truck, and he said, "You'll never see your mommy again," and would be nailed to the wall of a shed.
Was the mom aware of this?
The mom, the aunt, and the grandmother had this man kidnap him.
All three of these adults thought this was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
See, this goes back to something that I've talked about before. You have to get a permit and a driver's license to drive a vehicle, but anybody can have a child.
Yeah.
And clearly, these people should not be able to reproduce.
No. So during this kidnapping, which lasted about 4 hours,
Oh my gosh, that poor baby.
the gentleman showed him a gun and told him that he would be harmed if he didn't stop crying, bound his hands and feet with plastic bags, covered his face with a jacket. The family members told investigators their primary intent was to educate the victim, and they felt they did nothing wrong.
Are they all going to jail?
They are right now on a $250,000 cash-only bond.
Oh my gosh.
All of them.
I just can't believe what some people do. And I mean, this is, there are a lot of times in the liberal media, different creative parenting styles get criticized. This is definitely not a creative parenting style.
Oh no, it is a creative parenting style. It's just not a correct.
It's a destructive parenting style.
I can't even imagine why you would think to do that. Like,
You know, but the thing is, I was just talking to someone recently about this 14-year-old who is very much in the public eye, and she's very naive to the dangers of the world. And there's something that is very sweet about that's very innocent about that they are unaware of how very dangerous the world is. And it's our job as parents to protect them, not to terrify them.
oh, they
I mean,
terrify
would you burn when you tell your kids don't touch the hot stove, would these parents put the kid's hand on the hot stove?
Yes. There are parents that do that.
You know what? Okay, so where is the child now? The child is in
Protective
this poor
custody.
You know what? But maybe this is better for him, because obviously these people are just so far out there.
And it's not like it's just his mom or just his it's like his whole entire female family.
Okay,
like
where
all did this.
Where is he? I want to adopt him.
In Missouri.
Rob, we're adopting this child.
He's in Missouri.
Okay,
Outside of St.
I want to
Louis.
adopt him.
Now, not all mothers are bad though.
True.
Okay. So this story is about a teenager who actually she put her child up for adoption. She was 18. Kaylina Peischer gave her daughter up for adoption. When she was 18, she found out she was pregnant. She had watched her sister go through a teenage motherhood. She decided that she wanted, to put her child up for adoption. So this is out of Alaska. She did arrange an open adoption with a family friend, and she started pumping and shipping her breast milk to the adoptive parents after she gave birth to her child that she gave up for adoption.
That's amazing.
Now, what's even more amazing is that she continues to do this. The adoptive parents have now added formula to the baby's getting older, and they're adding formula and things like that. So she now still continues to pump and donates it to a milk bank in Colorado. Did you know there was a milk bank?
One of our in-studio guests is shaking her head. Yes,
I knew there was a milk bank.
I didn't
know that.
Did you breastfeed your kids?
For a very short period of time, about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a month. I never had luck with pumping. It just didn't work for me. And I unfortunately had to go back to work after 2 weeks with each of my kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, about a month was the most I made it with any of the kids.
Yeah.
So I tried. But yeah, so I think this is great. She's 18, she seems very responsible. And I just think that that's wonderful. So not all moms are crazy.
That's true. There are some really great moms out there.
Now, speaking of crazy though, there are some crazy people.
Okay. Tell us about it.
Have you heard about this guy that goes by Red Skull, who is a
Oh
supervillain
my
in Captain
gosh.
America? He's 37 and he has undergone several procedures to make him look more like this person. So he's had like eyebrow implants, he's had silicone implants on his forehead. He's done all of this stuff. But this last thing that he's done is he cut his nose off. Like literally cut his nose off.
So he must have done this himself. A doctor didn't do this.
No, this was all done for him. Yes, he hasn't done this himself. All of these procedures have been done for him. He's had silicone implants, all of it. He's doing cheek implants. The surgeon that did this said it's perfectly healthy. He also said that Henry, aka Red Skull, is physically and intellectually a healthy person. He is an excellent son, husband, and father who has an extreme taste for body modification. I mean, he's had something done to his eyes, or he wears those contacts. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with people.
Do you think at some point he's going to wake up and go, what did I do to my face?
What did I do?
I think a lot of people have that experience of, oh man, I got that tattoo in my 20s. Why?
I know.
Like, what was I thinking?
I'm just trying to figure out how he blows his nose. That's what I want to know, because there's like nothing there to like, you know, when you blow your nose, you like kind of push around, you know, you have something to grab onto. There's nothing there. Like, I don't know how he blows his nose. I'll share the pictures if you guys really want to see them.
That's one of those things that you can't unsee it. I don't know if we should share the pictures. I mean, this show is about love and
hey, he loves Red Skull.
Okay, well, to each his own. You know what? I gotta say, that's
to each
crazy.
His own, right? Body modification.
That's crazy. Wouldn't it be cool if crazy people just did weird stuff to them so that you could just easily identify them?
Well, that's true. So you would know they're batshit crazy from the get-go?
Yeah. It would be like a sign.
Like just walking down the street.
Yeah.
You know, oh, stay away from that guy.
I wonder if I should have a sign.
What could we modify on your body? Let's think of something.
Okay, hold on. Let's actually just backtrack that. No signs for crazy people.
All right, so we're kind of close. We have a lot of people coming in studio today, but real quick, for the last thing that I wanted to do for the WWW is today we're having tons of people in and companies in as far as giving us ideas for Valentine's Day. But I wanted to share a few of these like homemade items that you can make for your Valentine.
Okay.
One is called Leave Love Notes Inside a Mason Jar. So this person got a mason jar, and then they actually got 3 different colored note-sized little squares. And one color, they did yellow for moments and memories. They did green for quotes and lyrics, and pink for reasons I love you. And then they fill up with 365, so one for every day. And they fill up the mason jar, and then every day your Valentine can pull one out.
That's adorable.
So I think that is adorable. And I'll share these on our website. We're not gonna have time to go through all of them. Another one was cook heart-shaped bacon for breakfast.
Yum.
I know, it looks delicious. So I thought so. Another idea was a craft of jar of cheap dates. So you just put little like things that you know you like to do and put them in there. And then your Valentine throughout the year can pull them out and say, I want to do this. I think that's a great idea. You can actually turn a composition notebook into an iPad cover. And that's kind of neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's cool. And then my favorite one is they took a deck of cards and they punched holes in it. And then they put those little like, help me out, like little rings that keep it together.
Yep.
And then on each of the front of the deck of cards, they put 52 things about why I love you.
Oh, that's adorable.
So isn't that neat?
That's very
so
cute.
tons of ideas. I will share this link
I feel
on
like
our
you
page.
would do those things.
I know I would do those things, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would. As you were describing them, I just kept thinking, could I pay somebody to make those? Because
it's like, a mason jar and note cards, honey.
Yeah, but that's going to be very time consuming to write out, you know. I'd rather just go buy lingerie. Speaking of lingerie.
You know that.
So one of our fabulous business highlights is Hey Beautiful Intimates. And she actually cannot be here in studio, but Jennifer Piles invited us up to her private boutique This place is absolutely amazing. It's right up in Cave Creek. It's located on a private, was it 33 acres?
Well, we certainly couldn't see it all.
Right.
I can tell you that
Right.
much. It was huge.
You walk in and she's created this beautiful, luxurious space. There is lingerie. I mean, you're talking intimate lingerie, bras, panties, corsets. I mean, you name it, she's got it. And it's just, it's everywhere. I have to say, my eyes just kept going out. Like I didn't know where to go because there was so much beautiful stuff. And she opens up the place for private parties. So if you've got a group of girls and you want to go up there, you can go up there, bridal showers, things like that. And it's just fabulous. And on the back patio, you're looking over this amazing view of beautiful Arizona. And we were up there as the sun was setting, and it was just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's not like you're walking into Fascinations.
Exactly.
And it's not like you're walking into Macy's where they have some choices, but you have 500 other people shopping around you. This is something that you could make this a date. So like for an anniversary or something, you could book the place. You could invite your boyfriend up, your fiance, your husband. You go up there. She has wine. If you want a glass of wine, he could sit there. You can try everything on. You have the place to yourself. So it's a remarkable, beautiful place.
Which I think is a great idea because I found myself when we both got a couple items while we were there. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes, thank you.
And I found myself wondering, would Rob like this or this? And having him there so that I could just show him and get his input would be really quite incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Like that's exactly what I thought. I was, and she's done like girls getaway. So if it's like a girlfriend's 40th birthday party and maybe, she likes this and girls are different types of friendships. It's like definitely something they would do.
Exactly.
And it's a lot of fun and it's affordable.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Her sports bras, $9. And these aren't cheap little sports bras. They've got the padding in them.
Yeah. Little like lace booty shorts. Like if you like things like that, like $7, I think. So it's affordable.
3 for $15. And she's got everything organized in such a way that it's really easy to see everything.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's really such a visual that we actually are going to be doing a remote there, and she's going to have her lingerie models. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that because we will share more about when that is. And I have a feeling that we're going to get a lot of volunteers from our Vets on Media guys.
Yeah, exactly. Are you sure that you girls don't want to enjoy and will do the show?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So
I think we should go to a break.
I think you're right.
And when we get back, we are going to have so many Valentine gift ideas for you. Some of them are delicious. Some of them are going to offer you a getaway. Some of them will offer you a way to pamper yourself, that special someone. Some of them will help take you to new horizons. Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Don't go away. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle.
Would you like to own a thriving business and help employ local veterans? The Vetraplex Handyman Construction and Landscape business is the opportunity you've been waiting for. The Vetraplex is your gateway to an affordable startup business with 0% financing for qualifying owners. By owning a Vetraplex franchise, you will be hiring veterans, providing them both income and opportunity, while at the same time providing your customers a way to say, thank you for your service to our nation's veterans. For more information, visit vetraplex.org. Again, that's vetraplex.org or call 928-284-2022.
Breaker 19. How about that bandage? You got them ears on, son?
Have you ever wanted to be a truck driver? If so, pay attention. If not, pay attention anyway. Southwest Truck Driver Training offers everything you need to get started. You can get hired before you begin training. They've got GI Bill approved training facilities, day, night, or weekend programs to fit your busy schedule. If you have any questions, no sweat. They've got veteran supportive campuses with veterans on staff to serve you. And on top of that, they have lifetime job placement assistance. Put the pedal to the metal. Call Southwest Truck Driver Training today.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
You're listening to the No Limits Radio Show on the Vets on Media Network.
Happy Valentine's
Would you
Day.
like to own a thriving business?
Hold on.
Employ local veterans.
There we go. Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day. Okay, so for everyone that's listening and freaking out thinking, oh my gosh, it's the 14th. Nope, it's not. It's actually the 7th. So you're still in luck. You still have time to get your Valentine something amazing. And we have with us in studio Denise, owner of Two Stirs and a Lick Dessert Studio.
Yes.
You were in with us last week. Thanks for coming back again.
Thanks for having us.
Michelle, what did you say? You gained 3 pounds from last week's show?
Well, I gained 3 pounds last week. Now, I did forget that their stuff is calorie free.
Oh, so it must not
certainly-
be from their stuff.
It certainly wasn't from their stuff, but it might not have helped that I had like 6 cupcakes and I don't know how many cake pops and
that was
chocolate
part of it.
covered
That was part
Oreos.
of
It was it was like, what did we go home with? Like
Everything.
Everything.
We went, like, I walked in and my kids were like, oh my gosh, look at this. We had cake pops. We had cupcakes. We had desserts for days.
oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
Ours was gone like by Sunday night.
Yeah. No, done. We had, it was unbelievable. So, so today you have brought in some chocolate covered strawberries.
Yes.
And what is this little thing sticking out of the strawberry?
That is a small shot of strawberry margarita.
Oh
So
my goodness.
You can,
Really?
like squeeze it in the strawberry, then eat it, or you can eat the strawberry and squeeze it in your mouth. So that's
Okay.
just a extra little treat.
Okay, I would love to try this, but I have a very what do they call? I'm a lightweight.
Lightweight.
I'm not. Hand me one over.
Michelle's not, so we're gonna hand that over. I
Yeah.
want everyone to see these. Look at how beautiful these are. You know, it's with. I'm not surprised at the variety because with everything that you do, you are really creative and everything looks so different. So what a nice presentation.
Thank
Now,
you.
what do we have in here? A dozen?
Actually, that's a little extra, like 14.
Okay. Okay.
I just made them last night, and I was just like, oh, just throw them all in there. So
So if
So you
people
have
want to,
extra.
so what is your Valentine's Day special? If people want to order something for their Valentine, what are you offering?
We're offering a what we call a basket. It comes with either cake pops or strawberries, or you can get half and half. And then it comes with a small stuffed animal. If it's for a female, if you get the large basket, it comes with a jewelry set. The small basket doesn't come with a jewelry set. It comes with a Pez toy candy dispenser and just a little bit of little extras to have fun with. So we have like mini, small, and large. The mini is just the cake pops or strawberries. And then with the small and large, you get a small stuffed animal and a little extras.
Michelle can't resist.
I'm not quite sure why no one brought me my strawberry. I think you all thought I was bullshitting you. I want the strawberry.
I'm sorry.
Fine. It's all right.
Okay, so with the baskets that you're offering, it sounds like what you have in there, except for the
you
alcohol.
won't get the alcohol shot.
But if someone wanted to get that for a kid or teacher, or I mean, you could. That's a great Valentine for a lot of different people. Not the alcohol. Have you tried the alcohol now? She's got a mouthful. That's fabulous. Okay, and the best place for them to go to order is your Facebook page.
Right. You can go to my Facebook page. There's information on there in regards to how to order the basket. We're also having a drawing, which ends actually tomorrow.
Okay.
There's a tab on my Facebook page where you can enter to draw a large basket. And the large basket actually comes with a $25 gift card and a large stuffed Olaf.
Fantastic.
So they can give the Olaf to the kids and give the 25 gift card to their loved one.
Nice. So if you go to facebook.com/2TWO stirs, you'll be able to find their page and get more information. And you'll also be able to see a lot of the different items that they offer. So if you've got a birthday party or any special events coming up, definitely reach out to Denise. I can tell you everything tastes great. Everything is very creatively done, presents very nicely. So I definitely want to encourage everyone to go check that out. Is there anything else you want everyone to know?
With the gift baskets, we do offer shipping to the 48 only, so no Hawaii or Alaska, and that is like a $10 extra charge.
Okay.
So if they want to send a gift to somebody, we're definitely glad to mail them. The orders would have to be in as soon as possible because all mailing is going out on Wednesday.
Okay, so it needs to be in before Tuesday.
I would say before Monday.
Before Monday. Okay, so get on it, people. And one other thing, if they're here local, like obviously we have people listening everywhere, but if people are here in the Phoenix metropolitan area, you do deliver?
Yes, we do deliver. They will need to call to find out if we're going to charge a fee because right now it's only in the vicinity of our area. Then anything outside of that will be a small fee.
Okay, so Michelle, how are you doing over there?
It is so good. Like, I don't think there'll be any left when I leave here. I can't give them to my kids. There's alcohol in it, so I have to finish
There's some in
it.
here without the shot.
There are some without the shots.
There are none without the shots. Nope.
Okay.
I don't know what you all see, but they all have
the shots.
Yep. They're
kids.
wonderful.
Well, they look fantastic.
Amazing.
And if I weren't such a lightweight, I would definitely try one. We've learned before that drinking on air does not work for me. So we're not going to go there. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you coming in studio once again. I know it was quite a drive for you, but we love that you came in so that we could share all of this with all of our listeners.
Oh, well, thank you for having us again.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
Christina, those are really, really good.
Aren't those really good?
I'll let you have one of them.
Okay, so up next we have Dr. C. Ebert, Dr. Lori C. Ebert with Sextology U. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. It's actually Sextacular.
Sextacular, sorry.
I know. It's Saturday morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
All right, so tell everybody about your business and what you do.
So I'm a health educator and my doctorate is in health ed. And so that's the science of behavior change. And I'm a sexual wellness expert. So what I really do is help people have really great relationships and sex.
Okay, how do you do that?
How do I do that? So I have my own business. It's a coaching business and I offer life coaching around relationships, love, and intimacy. And I do a lot of different programs, workshops, seminars. I have talks around town. And
but when you say you help people have better sex, how do you help people have better sex?
Well, it's not hands-on. So
Okay.
I'm not that kind of therapist.
See, I just got this visual of you in the bedroom. No, you need to go here, and that's not it.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad you asked that. It's probably the number one question people
Okay.
ask me. So no, it's all talk, honestly. And so
Okay.
it's basically life coaching. So it's empowering people to release their inhibitions. So, you cognitively reframe things. You get things out of the way that have been there for years, your upbringing, your religious factors, baggage you might carry into relationships. And what you do in my coaching is you get free of all that, and you have these aha moments. And then all of a sudden you have all this freedom to create a relationship. So you lose your inhibitions basically and whatever baggage you're carrying.
Huh. So that's all it takes to have better intimacy.
Well, it's a
Do you sell packages?
I do.
Christina needs the 1-year training session.
She does.
I do, because I have a great guy, and
He's good looking, by the way.
he's very good looking.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. And I definitely need your help. So,
it's actually fun work. And so you actually come in and that's the difference between coaching and therapy. So what I do is I spend, maybe one session with people, and we kind of dig into the past a bit, and you disappear it. Like, I don't want to see people forever. I want you out in your bedroom having fun and enjoying life. And then we work on it, and then you start setting goals, and then you guys do the homework. So I send you home with lots of fun activities, and then you practice.
I have a feeling that would be practice. It would probably be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really is. And, people, they really do enjoy it. And what happens is you get this emotional intimacy, and then when you get rid of your baggage, you start developing more emotional intimacy, and then you're more willing to explore those vulnerable areas of life with your partner.
A lot of people talk about it's decreased libido.
Yes.
So how do you handle that?
Well,
and is it a chemical thing, or is it a mental thing, or is it a little of both?
That's a great question. Well, I do a lot of work with naturopathic doctors. And so I'll share at the end here what I'm doing a love and hormone happy hour next week. So I work really well with naturopaths. Well, the first thing I'll say to people is first you need to go see a physician. And I do like naturopaths because they really will look at the root of what's going on, and they can treat it more naturally. So you always have to go make sure everything is working. It could be a hormone imbalance.
So when you say you have to make sure everything's working, is there a blood test?
Yeah, they can do blood tests. They check that. They check your hormone levels, your diet, your nutrition. Naturopaths work with you as a whole person.
Okay.
Which is a lot about what my wellness is. Sexual wellness is being well. Sextacular is about healthy, sexy ecstasy in life. And that wellness is mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And naturopaths look at you in that way.
Okay.
So is it emotional or is it physical? You can go to the doctor and get all that checked, because I've worked with patients and they may have had an imbalance or whatnot, and they're still not having results. They come in and see me and they disappear the emotional stuff, and now they don't need anything physically.
Sure.
So, I think they're intertwined, and one, our brain causes our body dysfunctions.
It's unbelievable. Especially if you got a lot of batshit crazy in your head.
Is that what you got in your head?
Yeah, I definitely have a lot
do.
I definitely have a lot of batshit crazy. Okay. So the event that's next week, actually you've got a Valentine partner yoga event.
I do. I have a couple of events coming up. So the one that's really fun and sexy for partners is this Valentine yoga event. It's at Hegel Yoga Studio in Tempe. And what we do is, you don't have to know how to do yoga, but you definitely want to bring an intimate partner. So you stretch and you do some yoga moves for about half the time. And then I have aphrodisiac foods and champagne. And
so when they're doing yoga, are the couples doing it together?
Yeah.
Oh.
So for example, it's like you touch, you want to touch your bodies and be intimate. It's obviously PG rated because you're in a studio, but you'll like stretch each other, pull each other, I don't want to say sit on each other, but you kind of do. I mean, you kind of do, but in a good way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. And then I have bags of, it's a journey of the senses. So you get to taste things, smell things, hear things. And couples have said it's a night they've never forgotten.
And it goes from 6 to 8:30. It's February 14th. If you go to sextacularyou.com, you'll be able to get more details on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, what is this 50 Shades of Grey about?
Oh, yeah, this is my favorite. My specialty is masculinity and male sexuality. And so this is, I know, right? So this is,
gosh, just saying that was sexy.
I know. Well, man, I love men. They're just so easy. They're so much easier than us. So this is a talk about the truths about men and women and sex. And this is going to be at Casablanca Lounge in Scottsdale. It's a small, swanky lounge, so it's going to be exclusive. It's basically come join the conversation and ask whatever you want to ask about men and women, and I'll share some of those insights.
Okay.
Men are pretty simple.
So is this intended for women to come and learn about men, or men and women to come and learn about each other?
Great question. Men and women to come learn about each other.
Okay.
That's definitely would be a fun couple event, a fun girlfriend night. You get to ask whatever you want to ask because it'll be a dialogue. You know, I'll get the dialogue going and sharing, and it's quite fun and juicy.
This includes the private lounge, dessert, and a drink and prizes. And is there a limit to the amount of people
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. Yes, there is. As a matter of fact, all these venues are pretty small. So that one,
Okay.
there is a limit. So
okay,
you want
so
to register
definitely want to hurry up with that one. And then the Love and Hormones is the happy hour that's February 12th.
Yeah.
That's going to be incredible.
Yeah, and that's at Desert Wellness Center, a naturopathic office in Chandler. And that's fun because you're going to come and you're going to hear the doc talk. So this is probably for women only. We may do one for men later in the year, but this would be a good, it's very smaller. I think she can only hold 20 people. They're going to cater in really good, healthy food, but it's really about learning as a woman, where are your hormones? And then I get to bring a bunch of fun stuff in about how to heat it up in the bedroom and get the intimacy going, even when you don't feel like it.
Right. And the blood tests that they can do that will
Mhm.
tell you if you do have decreased libido, that's not something that, or is it? Is that something when you do your regular yearly and they check for your cholesterol and everything, that's not something that your regular doctor is probably going to check for?
No, well, I'm not sure what the regular doctors check for. I usually go to more naturopathic things. They
Okay.
may, and I'm sure a regular doctor can do the blood test.
Okay.
What I like about the naturopaths is they're going to look at you as a woman from that holistic perspective. And it's not just about what's going wrong physically. They want to know what's going on in your life emotionally and all that, but
Okay.
they can't really deal with that. So that's why they refer out to me. They're
Okay.
like, you handle the emotional and that side,
Okay.
and we partner.
And we're going to share all of these events on our Facebook page. I know we've just shared a lot of events with everyone.
Yeah.
So these events are a great opportunity for people to get to meet you, to learn a little bit more. We have a lot of guys that do listen. If any of the guys are listening and saying, oh, wow, I really want to heat up things in the bedroom, you know, should they contact you for the,
Yes.
okay, really?
Yeah. No, I love this because this is where I work with men the most. So this is just the stuff I'm doing around relationships, love, and intimacy. I do very specific workshops around, this is no limits, right? So
Yeah.
I do talks on orgasm. And so I have a whole men's series and a whole women's series. And so for the men, and I love working with men because men that want to learn will come in, and I do talks on how to master a woman's orgasm, how to master oral sex, and how to discover it's called the G-spot bliss for both. I have a men's program and a women's program. And I've done several of these, and men are awesome. They just want to come in and they want to know how the car works. They want to know what button to push. They want to know what gear, right?
They want to know how the car works.
They do.
I don't know if I've ever referred to as a car, but hell, I hope I'm a Corvette.
You're more than that. You're a Maserati, baby.
Like, I don't want to be an SUV or something. I mean,
You're a Maserati. So yes.
So where do I sign up?
You're signing right here. And I'll tell you, this is what's great. The men that are willing to come learn, I mean, I guarantee you I know something they don't. I follow a lot of Taoist practices, and so I bring a lot of a whole different aspect to everything. And they'll call me, they'll write me, they're like, oh my God, my wife wants me to do everything you're doing. What do you have next? Or I got a text from one guy and he said, she pulled my hair. He was so excited. So if they're willing to learn, it really will take their skills to another level.
Okay.
Did I leave you speechless? I'm
You
sorry.
did.
anytime we talk about sex, Christina is speechless.
Is
So.
that it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I
It
do
is.
women's class too. So I did a class for women and taught them how to perform oral sex on a man. And one girl got asked to get married.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
Bananas or cucumbers? Like, what do you have them bring in to practice on that?
I had a little
Look
bit
at
of
we're at time. She's like, it's time's
Are we
up.
at time? This was probably the most hands-on workshop I've ever
Yeah.
done. And it was a stretch for me because even though I do this, I do have my limits. But I had actually carrots and I had cucumbers and then I actually had dildos. And so I let them pick what they wanted.
Oh, they could pick whatever.
Yeah,
She
and there
wanted to
was a
have.
bowl, and then we spent look. Here's how it goes. This is hilarious, but the majority of the time you're spent talking about male psychology. You're learning the anatomy. You're doing all of that, and then the last bit of it was the hands-on. But at this point, and the ladies in the room will understand this, it was like a bunch of girls sitting around. It was almost like a sewing class. And despite what we were doing in that room, all the girls were like, well, how do you do this? Well, do you do that? Like, it was an informational thing. Now, if a man was watching through a window, he probably would have fainted.
Right?
But we were all in there helping each other and like, okay, this is really cool.
Christina, you need to go to that. I'll sign you up. It'll be your birthday present.
Again,
You're
that's
welcome,
not all
Rob.
I do a lot more.
Well, I think these events all sound and look fantastic. The website again is sextacularu.com. I want to encourage everyone to go to Dr. C. Ebert's.
It's actually
Dr. Lori C. Ebert's page and get more details. Is there anything else quick that you want to let everyone know?
No, I'm also on Facebook. So friend me on Facebook, Dr. Lori C. Ebert. I'm on Twitter, that at Sextacularu. And I guess for this Valentine's Day, thanks for having me, ladies. And I
You're
hope you
welcome.
all kick it up do what I would say to everybody listening is stretch your envelope for Valentine's Day. Do something you've never done, even if it's just go out somewhere new or go to sleep naked or eat chocolate in bed together. No matter what little thing it is, just do something new this year and heat it up a bit.
Okay.
My guy's deployed, so I will be doing nothing for Valentine's Day. But next year, maybe.
Thank you for joining us on the show today. I know that this was probably one of the shortest talks you've ever done, and we would love to have you in studio a little bit more for a longer and in-depth talk.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you so much. No,
welcome.
you didn't. You did not scare me away.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ladies. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
You too.
So up next, we are going to talk about chocolate, Dragonfly chocolate. Wendy McLeod is the owner and is it chocolatier? Designer
and chocolatier.
Okay, so Rob and I met you at the Bridal Expo, and I was absolutely blown away. I love shoes. I love shoes. I mean, what girl doesn't love shoes? And what she has, for those of you listening to the audio feed, I really want to encourage you to check out the video feed because this is a very visual show here. What we have here are heels made of chocolate.
Shoes. Yes, in dark milk and white. They come in variety colors and styles. You're holding a white pink zebra chocolate shoe, and I've got a red ruby slipper. And Valentine's, each holiday, I have a different high heel shoe for.
Now, what is that a marshmallow?
It is. It's a giant marshmallow drizzled in chocolate.
Oh my gosh! Look at
My
how
kids love those.
that looks fabulous.
Well, this is my signature item.
Okay,
which
what is this?
The taffy crack. What it is my homemade caramel with my homemade vanilla in it. In between two crackers dipped in chocolate. So you have your sweet and your salty with a buttery crunch. But I have 12 really delicious flavors. Like cheesecake, butter vanilla, Bavarian cream, peanut butter Nutella, coffee, hazelnut. It goes on and on.
Did you say cheesecake?
I did.
Did you bring one of those to try?
I just bought plain ones for you today.
That's all right. I'll take that crack too. I'm not picky with my crack.
They're like, I need some more of that crack stuff.
And this is legal crack, by the way.
Yes.
So this is the good crack. All right. And what do we have here? Chocolate covered pretzels.
Caramel chocolate pretzels. And this is one of our family jokes is a chocolate covered Twinkie. My husband loves these.
There's a Twinkie in here?
It is.
What made you think, you know what? I need to cover a Twinkie in chocolate.
It was all my husband. It was all my husband. I didn't think they'd sell, and they sell out all the time.
Wow.
I don't know if it's an Arizona thing, but people love chocolate covered Twinkies.
Okay. It doesn't have calories on the description, so I'm going to assume that there's no calories.
We love our guests that bring us stuff with no calories.
Because if it doesn't say there's calories, then I just have to think that there's none.
It's all good. It's all
so
good.
What do we have in the heart? Those are so
heart
pretty.
tin. These are my peanut butter truffles, and you'll never eat another peanut butter
candy from the store ever again.
Really?
These are so creamy and so delicious. It just melts in your mouth, and they're phenomenal. And so I have those on special in the heart tin for $15.
Okay.
And I have a variety of gift baskets that range from $15 all the way up to $100 and higher if you want. And they're just unique, creative, delicious chocolates made by hand.
And for those of you that are watching, we have the website in the bottom thirds. But for those of you that are listening, I want to let you know the website is Dragonfly Designs, and ends with a Z, so DESIGNZ.com. So make sure you get that Z at the end.
I also shared that on our page. So.
Okay, thank you. And let's talk price points for the heels.
The heels, when they're filled with truffles, are $22.50. If
Okay.
they're plain just by themselves, they're $12.50.
Okay.
So it's a great price point for every budget.
And this box right there.
The taffy cracks in the 12-pack are $16. I also have them in the 6-pack for $8.
Okay.
I have singles for $1.50 and big party platters for corporate events, bridal showers, anything that you have coming up for about $99, but you get over 80 pieces on the tray.
And this basket?
This basket,
we've got a stuffed animal in there.
There's chocolate.
There's chocolate. Is that wine or
this one
champagne?
starts at $29.
Okay.
And it has a large animal that is cider. I don't have my liquor license.
Okay.
And it has the peanut butter truffles, some taffy cracks in there, goblets, and I believe a huge Hershey Kiss, which is a ½ pound. And I fill those with my peanut butter, Nutella, or homemade caramel mixtures, or you can do a solid chocolate. But most people like them filled.
I love caramel. Love caramel. How long have you been doing this?
I've been making chocolates almost 15 years.
Okay.
And I decided to start selling them a little over a year and a half ago. My husband said, these are too good not to sell. So why don't you try selling? And I have. And it's just been growing and getting bigger. And it's just a lot of fun because when they take that first bite of my chocolates and their eyes roll back in their head and those oohs and ahs and those wows and just like, oh my goodness.
It's true. When we were at the bridal expo and I popped one of your candies, I was like, oh my gosh.
Christina, did you just hear what she said? What she said is you don't have to learn how to do oral. You just need to buy him this. Because his eyes are going to roll back.
Can I buy that from you right now?
She needs 10 cases delivered tomorrow.
But it's a great way to let someone know that you love them. And it brings you closer and as a family and as a couple. And it's just a great, inexpensive way to have a good time.
And people can order from your website?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's online, all the packages, baskets, everything. And they can also call me or email me. And I am custom. So if they need anything specific or just something in white chocolate or just dark chocolate, I can make it for them.
Okay. Excellent. Well, everything looks fabulous. I've tasted the chocolate before, so I can definitely attest to how great it tastes. And the basket, only $29. I mean, honestly, that's great. That's really affordable. And I love that people can do something nice. I know you're giving me the break. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, everyone go check out her on Facebook and on the website. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy Valentine's.
You too.
We are going to go to a quick break. And when we get back, we will have more Valentine's Day gift ideas. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle.
The Vetraplex Handyman Construction and Landscape business is the opportunity you've been waiting for. The Vetraplex is your gateway to an affordable startup business with 0% financing for qualifying owners. By owning a Vetraplex franchise, you will be hiring veterans, providing them both income and opportunity, while at the same time providing your customers a way to say, thank you for your service to our nation's veterans. For more information, visit vetraplex.org. Again, that's vetraplex.org or call 928-284-2022.
Breaker, 19. How about that bandit? You got them ears on, son?
Have you ever wanted to be a truck driver? If so, pay attention. If not, pay attention anyway. Southwest Truck Driver Training offers everything you need to get started. You can get hired before you begin training. They've got GI Bill approved training facilities, day, night, or weekend programs to fit your busy schedule. And if you have any questions, no sweat. They've got veteran supportive campuses with veterans on staff to serve you. And on top of that, they have lifetime job placement assistance. Put the pedal to the metal. Call Southwest Truck Driver Training today.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in your life. I'm no different. Hey everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
And
Wendy-
we're back. We're live with No Limits Radio.
Wendy, I really want to make sure that we connect you to Beautiful Intimates. Hey, Beautiful Intimates, because I think you guys would be great together.
Great. Yeah, we were so impressed with when we went there. We were so impressed that we're kind of like, okay, we need to make this like a go for you. Like we've got to figure out who to team because it's
well,
it's amazing.
And the other thing about her place is I thought of you when and I'm pointing to Wendy. I know some of you can't hear me, but I thought of her when I was there because she has high heels everywhere as accents. And I just thought, man, those chocolate covered heels would be such a nice feature focal point because she's got this beautiful table where she told us that she sets up appetizers and wine, and you guys just, yes, they can drink wine from her shoe. Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, so we have a guest that's going to be calling in, but first I want to tell you about Body Beautiful Spa. This is amazing. What they've done is they have created this sweetheart couples massage. And if you go to their facility, like we were there before, and it's amazing, very welcoming, very inviting. They have it all decorated for Valentine's Day. It's Body Beautiful Day Spa, and the number is 602. I'm going to put my glasses on.
Otherwise, you might be calling.
Yeah, exactly.
The department.
602-522-9222. And you want to call them for their Valentine's Day spa packages. But what they're doing is couples massages. They want couples to experience a relaxing and bonding time together. So you're going to go away from the distraction of home and kids and just have a little bit of couples time, which couples need that. You need to have that time to focus on the couple. Marlena Kruger is the owner of Body Beautiful Day Spa, and she has so many great other services that she offers. So guys, if you want to give her, give that special lady in your life a gift, you can definitely get a gift certificate from Body Beautiful Day Spa.
Yeah, and we've never been disappointed whenever we've gone to Marlena's spa.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. All of the people that work there are wonderful. All the services are great. So,
and when you first walk in, she's got this really cute little boutique area. Mm-hmm. So you can, I've bought so many different things.
Little like accessory things.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like, it's not this huge boutique. It's just like a little, a certain ring or a bracelet or jewelry or
I
all
got a
different things.
beautiful
She has
poncho
dresses there.
Yeah, I got
she
this
has some-
beautiful poncho for the holidays.
So next up, who's supposed
next
to be
up-
calling in?
Yes. Next up, we have Sharon Lecter is going to be calling in. She has Cherry Creek Lodge, and she should be calling in anytime now.
I'll just go to her website.
Well, and I know that she wanted to be in studio, but she's actually out of town right now. So she was going to be calling in to tell us all about Cherry Creek Lodge. And I did, if you go to the No Limits Facebook page for our event today, you can check out in the event details. I've got the links for all of the guests that were on the show today and additional information.
So Cherry Creek Lodge is up in Tonto National Forest. Did you know this?
Yes, you can become a real cowboy or a cowgirl at Cherry Creek Lodge by joining them for one of their exciting cattle drives. Cattle drives are uniquely an American experience dating back over 100 years. The ranch will still drive and work the cattle in the same manner as the great cowboys of the past. After a long day driving the herd, you may be able to help the wranglers with sorting and branding before relaxing by the warm fire with a cold beverage and good company. Their drives are scheduled during selected dates throughout the year with overnight options offered April through June. Isn't it about time you cross this off your bucket list?
I've always wanted to do this.
Really?
Always. I have always wanted to do a cattle drive, and I have no idea why, because I'm pretty sure, like, at the end of the day, like, your legs and butt have to be killing you. But for some reason, I have to say that I've done it. I want to wear like little Annie Oakley vest and like, you know, a little cowboy hat.
You know
and a
that
flannel.
Did you know that in college I worked on a 40-acre cattle ranch?
I believe you told me that.
Yeah.
But you didn't tell me you actually like did a cattle drive.
I didn't do a cattle drive.
I didn't think so. Do you want to do it with me? Should we do
I
this?
would love to do it with you. I got to tell you, cows are really stupid. Like when you drive a truck towards them, they just stand there. They don't do anything. Like you got to honk your horn at them.
Could you see us out there like trying to get these cows to move?
No,
I couldn't either. I couldn't see you out there because there's probably nothing sparkly and shiny out there.
Oh, no. I can bling up a cowboy or cowgirl outfit.
You want to use my belt? One of my belts?
I have a sparkly belt.
Okay.
I do.
Well, not only can you do cattle drives there, they have weddings there. They do corporate retreats. They have fishing. They have shooting. They have archery. They pretty much have everything. Trail rides, arena riding, I guess if you want to, with horses. So they have a lot of stuff there.
And it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
So you definitely want to go to the website, cherrycreeklodge.com, and check it out. I think that would be, you know, as kids, when we lived in Texas, we used to go to these dude ranches and we would stay there for the weekend. And what they've described here reminds me a lot of that. And so this is definitely an experience that I would love to take the kids to. Maybe when Brett and Morgan are in town. That would be such a fun thing to do with them.
Because they have bed and breakfast, room rentals. I mean, they have a lot of stuff
Yeah.
there. So this is definitely, if you're looking for something unique for your significant other, I think this is
What
definitely
a great
something to look
weekend
at.
getaway.
Absolutely.
That would be incredible.
I think so too. I agree with you. So I will share this on our Facebook page.
And you know, I do know that she was out of town, and maybe the area that she was in, she was having issues with phone service. I'm not really sure what happened there. We have had Sharon Lecter on the show before, so definitely great getaway.
Yeah, check it out. It's www.cherrycreeklodge.com.
So let me ask you, since we're talking about Valentine's Day,
Yes.
you know, Valentine's Day isn't just a time to do something for other people. It's also a time to do something for yourself.
Well,
Would you agree?
I do, especially since my Valentine will not be around on Valentine's. So I'm all about doing things for myself this Valentine's Day.
I just kind of feel like if you don't, Valentine's Day is about love. And if you don't love yourself, how can you really love anybody else?
That is true.
Okay. So what are you going to do to show yourself that you love yourself? Now that I'm putting you on the spot. See, this is what happens when a guest doesn't call in.
A guest doesn't call in, so you want to throw me under the bus. I think we should be throwing you under the bus. So, there's a lot of things. You definitely, here's the big thing I think about couples. I think a lot of people, you find someone, you're in love or whatever, and then you no longer take care of yourself the way that you did prior to being with someone.
I'm back in the gym.
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about people in general.
I know you are.
Yeah. So I was very honest with James when we first started dating. And when he was like, I really don't like those girls that like just get out of bed, throw their hair in a ponytail and go to Walmart without brushing their teeth. And I'm like, why? That's what I do. But some people, when you're first starting to date someone, you portray yourself as something.
You sell
and you're not.
yourself.
You sell yourself.
Right.
So thanks for calling No Limits Radio Show. You're live.
Hi, this is Tammy with Omni Fitness.
Hi, Tammy.
How are you?
I am good. Thank you for calling in. So I just want to share with everyone, Tammy is my personal trainer. So just full disclosure, I love her. She's amazing. She helped me lose 60 pounds. And then like a stinker, she moved away. And once she moved away, I put that 60 pounds right back on. We have agreement and she's not moving away. Right, Tammy?
Or you're going to put, Tammy made me fat live on Facebook, right?
No. I take full responsibility for it. I definitely made myself fat. But I want it recorded somewhere that you're never going to move away again. That's what
I am not. Now, I might take sporadic little trips, but I will definitely check in.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I can work with that. So tell everyone about Envy Fitness.
Envy Fitness is a fantastic up-and-coming women-only franchise. So we are about 2,000 square foot of exercise and energy and vitality. We offer great classes from Zumba to Pound, which is drumming, Pilates style classes, toning, TRX, and then fantastic weightlifting equipment. And then circle that all in with teaching people how to eat right and how to just in general feel good about themselves, about their body, and get life amped up.
And Michelle, I can't wait till you try the Pound class because it is so much fun. I mean, picture this, a room full of women and they've got these bright green drumsticks and there's great music in the background. You're doing kind of squats and well, not kind of, you're getting low and you're pounding the ground. The drumsticks are intended to distract you so that you don't realize you're working out, but you are working out. How many calories are you burning during a Pound workout, Tammy?
So burn rate is between 400 to 900 calories in that 45 minutes.
So I could eat McDonald's Big Mac and then come there.
Oh my goodness, do I have my hands full with her?
Oh yeah. As I drink my Mountain Dew and eat my chocolate covered strawberries.
Tammy,
I can't wait.
Tammy, I got to tell you, Tammy, on the show today, we had so much chocolate. I mean, there was so much chocolate in here today. I did have a bite. I will admit it. I did have a bite. That's all I've had.
Just a
so
single
far.
Bite though, right? So that's great. You got rid of that craving and you're moving on with life.
Now,
That's
for
good.
people,
That's exactly what I want you to do.
one of the things that I love about working out with Tammy is that while you're working out, she's constantly talking to you about the nutrition side and the foods that you're putting in your body. You've shared with me something about when you're craving chocolate, there's a different alternative.
Dark green leafy vegetables. Yes, I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you're craving a chocolate or if you're craving an ice cream, it's because your body needs that ingredient and your body just sees it all as chemicals. So if chocolate is something that's pervasive in your diet, you're going to I promise, if you start your day with some dark green leafy vegetables, so do an omelet, a spinach omelet, and have a large salad with lots of dark green leafy vegetables, you won't have those chocolate cravings any longer.
Wait, I just have to backtrack because you said a salad. You want us to have a salad for breakfast?
No, she said an omelet. An omelet with spinach.
So put your spinach in your omelet.
Okay, so hold on a second. If spinach and chocolate are the same, why can't I just have chocolate?
Well, it's not the chocolate that's the bad part. It's the sugar and the butters, the fats, and the waxes, and those types of things that they put in the chocolate. What you're craving is the cocoa in the chocolate. So, what kind of chocolate are you eating?
Right now, it was a dark chocolate.
So, was it like a Godiva chocolate full of sugar? And
oh no, these are homemade chocolates. They're amazing.
Homemade chocolates. So what's
dragon.
in there
They're actually dragonfly designs chocolates.
Oh.
And before that, we had 2 Stirs and a Stick Dessert Studio chocolate covered strawberries that have little margaritas inside of them.
Woo!
Yeah, I'll have to bring.
You didn't say you drank that.
I didn't. You know me. I'm a lightweight. I didn't drink it. But I will save you one of those so that you can try it. Tammy, since nutrition is such a big part of your health, and I love that we're kind of ending the show on this, because this is something that, when I talked earlier to Michelle about what people can do to love themselves, this is definitely the thing to do to love yourself. Are there any Valentine's specials that you have for people?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer in showing everyone that you love them and telling all of your friends, your family, your lover every day that you love them, and not just verbally, but it's the things that you do and the way that you treat yourself. You've got to love yourself first. So taking care of your body and helping everyone around you take care of themselves, nothing screams, I care about you, than helping them stay healthy. So whether it's a gift certificate for a personal training session, whether it's just one to give them new ideas and new vitality to their workouts, or to have them enjoy a Zumba class. Zumba classes are popping up everywhere, and if you need a little bit of sexy dance moves or fun, seductive Latin beats, that would be such a great way to say, I love you. Think of how much fun you have in that pound class.
Oh, absolutely. Is there a Valentine's special for people?
Yeah, so we have where they can come in and just purchase gift certificates for single classes.
Okay.
Or a single hour of a weight training class.
Okay.
Or a complete nutrition makeup.
Awesome.
So anything that they need, from supplements to, sorry guys, we only have chocolate protein there.
And On-Be Fitness is in Chandler. It's at Dobson and Ray. There are other locations, but you definitely want to go check out the one at Dobson and Ray, because Tammy's there and she's just absolutely amazing. She has created this space that is fun, and everyone there is just having a fabulous time, and you don't notice that you're working out. I think
Isn't that great?
It is great. And I think part of the reason you don't notice you're working out is because Tammy's kind of like this happy drill sergeant. So she's smiling the whole time, and she's pointing you and directing you where to go and what to do. Tammy, I would love to have you come back on and talk more about nutrition. Michelle, how are we on time? Because I know we have another caller.
We can talk a couple more
Okay,
minutes.
great. Okay, Tammy, I do want to talk about the nutrition side of it. And, as I had mentioned earlier, the nutrition is such a big part of working out. You shared something that really stuck in my brain, and I want to share it with everyone. You can't compete with what you eat. And I can't tell you how helpful that was, because every time I think about that, it has stopped me from making bad choices. So when people thank you. When people are in the grocery store, do you have any tips for them on how to make good choices?
Yes, several. So the first thing that you should do is make a list. You have your diet, a healthy diet. You're planning your bills. You're planning your schedule. You're planning make you your number one priority. So what are you going to eat each night? Healthy choices. Get your list together, and only plan on going to the grocery store one day a week. Stick with that list and stay on the outskirts of the grocery store. And we are putting together that reading label class with Sprouts. So as soon as we get that date, I'll send it right over to you so they can learn how to read the labels and how to eat a properly balanced diet. But most important, stick to that list and pre-plan what you're eating.
And why do you always say to stay to the outside of the grocery store?
Because they put all the little kid stuff down low and in the middle. So all the produce, all the meats, the dairies, the things that your body really needs are on the outside. But they've studied people's buying patterns. And once you start going through that maze of the grocery store, then you're going to be stuck in the cookies and the chips and the sodas.
Okay, so
I want you to stay with fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, even fresh things from the deli. So there's no gluten in the processed meats. Get your meat from the deli department.
Okay.
I think she's also saying stay out of the gas stations.
She's got that right.
I have no problem staying out of the grocery store.
What are you buying from the gas stations?
Well, today I've got some trail mix, some spicy nuts and Cajun style trail mix nuts.
Okay, but you've got to have snacks. So that's a great point. Tammy, what's a good healthy snack for on-the-go people?
So what she has is, as long as it's not roasted in extra fat, those monounsaturated fatty acids in the nuts are very, very satisfying. So if you're eating walnuts, peanuts, almonds, that is the perfect kind of fat that I want you to have. So that's actually good. What happens though is people take big, huge scoops of it. You only want enough that will fit in the palm of your hand, which is about an ounce. And then just be mindful and be drinking water, because your brain doesn't know the difference between hunger and thirst. So keep fueling yourself with water, and those nuts are good.
Okay,
nuts are good. I like how you said that.
I heard the other part of that.
Okay, when you say your brain doesn't know the difference between hunger and thirst, so are you saying that by drinking water, I'm going to trick my brain into thinking that it's full?
Yeah, so your hunger is controlled by the hypothalamus in your brain, right? So without going into a whole lot of detail, one of the first signs of dehydration are fatigue and craving simple sugars. So if you're craving those types of things, then you want to drink. You should always have a bottle of good water and be sipping it all throughout the day.
Awesome. Tammy, thank you so much. I know we pulled you away from teaching a class right now, and I really appreciate you. I will see you later on today. Well, I'll be in the gym later on today. So
good.
All right.
Well, I look forward to it, and I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. So everyone, I want to encourage you to go and check out Envy Fitness in Chandler. We have their information on our Facebook page. So thank you, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy.
Bye.
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 Okay, Michelle, I really want you to come and check out that gym with me.
I will. And I promise you that I will right now with my parents in town. And I know that sounds like an excuse, but literally I see my parents like once a year.
Oh,
and with my, work, it's kind of like I have a few hours every night. So we have another caller calling in. So let's go ahead and see who we have.
Welcome to No Limits.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. This is Sharon Lecter, right?
It is.
Hi, thank you for calling in. So we want to share
I'm
with
delighted to be with you.
Thank you. We want to share with everyone about your lodge. And we've only got 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, we would invite everybody to check out cherrycreeklodge.com. It's in the middle of the Tonto National Forest. It's completely off the grid. It's all solar power. We have our own well water that's fabulous. We have hiking. We have horseback riding, we have shooting, clay sports, we have rounding up the cattle, becoming a real cowboy. It's kind of like the cowboy experience, and yet the lodge itself is gorgeous and a little touch of elegance. So We've had it for 10 years. It's a part of Arizona history. Arizona started off with this feud between the Tewksbury's and the Grahams on our lodge and our ranch with the Tewksbury's. So there's a little piece of Arizona history. There's grave sites right on our ranch, and it was voted as one of the most romantic places in Arizona. So it's a great place for Valentine's Day.
That's fantastic. Is it also it sounds like it's also a great place for families to come out.
Oh, absolutely. We have people that rent the whole place out and have family reunions or corporate board meetings. It's very remote. It's just, we have a lake that's stocked with fish, so the little kids are guaranteed to catch fish. We have hammocks, the whole thing. It's just a huge deck for people to sit and read and see the beauty of the Tonto National Forest. And it's great for families. It's great for friends. We do s'mores out by the fire, giant grill, all kinds of fun.
And how many people can you accommodate?
Well, my answer to that is how friendly they are. How many people per bed? We can have up to 43 people there when there are 2 people in each king and queen bed. We have 9 rooms. Several of them have kings. Others have double queens. We have a bunkhouse that can sleep 9 people. And for corporate board meeting type things, usually around 15 people. But for families, the more the merrier.
And how far out are you normally booked? So meaning, do we normally have to call like a month to actually get into the lodge, or how far out are you normally booked?
Well, it depends on how many people you're bringing. Certainly, if you want to rent out the place, you need to do probably 6 months in advance.
Okay.
But we have individual rooms available on most weekends. So just call and find out what is available for when you want to come. If you have a group, it's better that you try and plan several months in advance so we make sure you get the rooms that you want.
Awesome.
You can look up cherrycreeklodge.com, cherrycreeklodge.com, or the phone number is 928-462-4027.
And we've got that website on our Facebook page, and we've also got it in the lower thirds for everyone that's watching right now. Sharon, I really appreciate you calling in and sharing with us more about this. I think this is such a great romantic hideaway. Are there still rooms available for Valentine's Day?
We do have a couple of rooms available, so please call and hurry up, and we'll have fireplaces you can eat as a group with everybody there, or we'll make sure you have a private dinner if you want to have a private dinner. So you just tell us what you want and we'll make it happen.
Oh, it sounds lovely and romantic. Do you also do weddings? If someone were doing
yes, we've had several weddings there, and they're absolutely beautiful. It's just gorgeous because, again, they came riding in on a white and a black stallion. It was just gorgeous. Yes.
And Sharon, Christina and I have decided that we want to do your cattle drive thing. What time of the year is that? Because it only happens like twice, right?
Well, the first cattle drives for this year will probably start in April, but you can call up there and they can tell you when they're scheduled. We have, big cattle drives, and then we have let's just give it a shot for a couple of hours type of cattle drive. So if you call up there, Holly or Sherry can answer make sure you get the experience that you want.
Okay, so you have to be proficient in horseback riding to be able to do the cattle drive, right?
No, if you're not, we'll make sure it's a more calm cattle drive. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We do have horseback. We have horses that are for experienced riders, but we also have horses for people who've never been on one before.
Excellent. So, all right. Well, Michelle and I will be talking to you about that more because we definitely do want to participate in this cattle drive. Sharon Lechter, thank you so much for calling in and joining us on our show. Have a great weekend.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity, and have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. You too.
And I want to encourage everyone to go check out Cherry Creek Lodge. And Michelle, to answer your question, yes, I am quite an experienced horseback rider. Thank you very much. I have broken a horse before, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I bet you have. I bet you have.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea.
All right. Thanks for listening. This has been No Limits. I'm Christina.
And I'm Michelle.
Oh, say, can you see My